Hello guys, hey, it's Scott with Heritage Farms, Texas. Well, today we're working on something a little bit different, a little bit unique. You know me, I'd rather be at the farm or the ranch on my spare time working on some type of project there, but hey, today we're doing something at the corporate offices of Heritage Farms, Texas. And what this is, aka my house, we're remodeling a bedroom. This has been on my wife's honey-do list. Hey, and we all know the answer to happiness. Keep the wife happy. Happy wife, happy life. I live by that motto. So what we did, we came in here, you can see we painted this room. It was kind of a pale yellow color that Southern Living magazine recommended 20 years ago, which is now out of style. So we have painted this room. We came in, we yanked up the carpet. We can see we pulled up all of the tack strips. We then proceeded to vacuum, get the dustpan, pick up all the pieces. So now we got it ready. So now we're gonna move to the next step. And the next step of this project is we're gonna put down an engineered laminate flooring. And this is what this thing looks like. And you see, I mean, it looks very realistic. It looks like real wood, but it is not. So when we get this installed, this is kind of what it's gonna look like. And you know, this stuff snaps together, highly engineered, but I want to show you something about this, which I thought was amazing. I want you to watch. You take a hammer, you can't even tell where I hit it. That's how strong and durable that stuff is. You talk about scratch resistant. I'm pretty impressed. So anyway, we'll see. I like to think I'm pretty handy, so we're gonna try to put this down. The first step, we're gonna put down a underlayment or barrier, vapor barrier. It also helps to cushion, insulate, makes the floor a little bit warmer. So we're gonna put this down and we're gonna start to put tile. Before we put the actual, I say tile, the flooring, before we start to put that in, we'll come in here, we'll paint the baseboard. Once we paint the baseboard, we'll put the underlayment down, and we need to let the actual flooring acclimate to the room for 48 hours before we install it. So we'll give you some updates, but then once we're finished, we have a transition piece that'll go here, and we'll have to come back and put quarter round molding down to cover the gaps where the flooring snaps in, and then we'll go from there. But hey, this is what we're working on. So even though I would rather be at the farm and the ranch and pecans and gardening and everything else I've got going, I'm actually working on a little home improvement project. But you know what? It's time. We've needed to do this for a while. Anyway, more updates to come. Thanks, guys. Okay, here's an update on the next step on the flooring project. So what we have here is the vapor barrier is installed. We went with one called Pergo. And Pergo's a little bit higher, a little bit more expensive than some of the other brands, but there was a couple of things I really liked about it. See if I can find a little piece to show you. So it's foam. It's basically foam. It's got a real thin layer of foil, probably polyester, polypropylene, not sure, but anyway, it has a moisture barrier on the foam. The foam is compressible, but it's a real stiff foam. So when you walk on it, you actually have a little bit of cushion. It also makes a big difference. If you notice earlier on the first part of this video, there was a real echo in this room because of the concrete floor and no furniture to absorb the sound. Well, now we have this vapor barrier installed, and actually it's quietened down quite a bit. So we did the closet. Not bad. I'm an amateur. We also had to cut out underneath the door jambs so that when we do put the flooring in, it fits up underneath there. We'll come back, put the deal on. Tell you what, not bad. So now we're just in the process of cleaning up. I want you to look at that. Good help is so hard to find. Somebody left some trash behind. So this message is brought to you by the unofficial but wishful sponsor of Heritage Farms, Texas, Miller Lite. Great taste, less filling. Less filling, great taste. Anyway, the original light beer, the father of all light beers. Anyway, so having said that, I do think it's Miller time. My job is done for the day. Now the missus, CEO, CFO, president, my beautiful, lovely wife of Heritage Farms, she can come in, paint the baseboard. We will set out the wood flooring tonight, or the laminate flooring. We will open the boxes, set it across the floor in here. That way we can let it acclimate for 24 or 48 hours, and we'll start installing this stuff. Of course, the next step, I've got to get the garage or the patio set up. I've got to have the table saw, probably the compound miter saw, probably a little jigsaw to go cut around some of the corners. You can never have enough tools when you get into one of these projects. So, okay, more information to follow, but hey, we're making progress. Okay, a quick little update here, what we're doing at this point. So we got the vapor barrier down installed. We brought the raw material in. We've opened all of the packages. We've removed the corrugate from around the edges, and we've laid it out. The reason you do this is you let it acclimate for 48 hours per the instructions so that the boards are dimensionally stable and ready to go. So here's what we're doing. So we're going to start along that long wall right there. But if you notice on some of these various boxes, there is variations in the pattern. And you think about the manufacturing process when these guys are making this material, there could be variations from one box to the next box depending on how the repeat is running. So what we're going to do here is, in essence, we're going to pull a board out of one box. The next board will be from another box, and we'll just try to keep it as random as possible. In other words, we really don't want to start with one box and just use it all the way through and then go to the next box. We will pull from a random mixture here just to ensure that the pattern is totally random and that there's no repeats and no two boards exactly the same in the same area. So anyway, we're off to the farm or ranch this weekend, and we'll come back on Sunday afternoon. The board should be acclimated by then, and we're going to jump on this project. Hey, talk to you guys later. Well, we're back from the farm and we're getting started on our project. So we've already laid down a couple of rows. We put our spacers around here because this is a floating floor. You'll come back and put quarter round molding to cover that gap when you're finished. We also had to cut the tongue off of the sides that are up against the wall, but now we're ready to start rolling. We've got our measurements on our repeat board that alternates every other row on the ends. Now I just wanted to show you how quickly this stuff snaps into place. So you put it in the groove at a 45-degree angle. Once you get it in place, you pretty much just snap it in. But before I do this piece, I'm going to actually come back and put this one in. So we can do these at the same time. Make sure I look good on this end, and then you just snap it in, and you're off to the races. So there you go, guys. That's what it looks like. More information to follow. It's just giving you an update on the bedroom remodel project that my wife had me doing. So anyway, today we put down the transition pieces going from the hallway into the bedroom. Got that finished. We also put down the shoe molding around the edges. That went down nice and easy. Good job. Simple cuts, 45-degree angles. Turned out okay. This closet over here really ate my lunch because this closet is like a really small triangle closet. And man, so the angles on the shoe molding was tough. We had to put a transition piece coming from the main room into the closet. Man, that all turned out nice. Not bad for an amateur. Maybe my wife will keep me around for a little while. Anyway, hey, if you like what you see, hit the thumbs up button. Please subscribe, leave a comment, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, or www.heritagefarmstexas.com. Thanks guys, really appreciate it.